Ladies and gents, it is time for a food vlog today, and we have some kind of ragù vegetale alla Risch. Alla Risch because it's something that I'm going to completely invent and hopefully it'll go well. Otherwise, don't try this at home, but I'm still going to vlog this because why not? Right, so let's start off with the procedure. What have I done so far? I'm already quite a bit into the... So we have, what do we have in here? We have 3 veggies so far, but let me start with the first steps. First steps are, take some oil. I don't know what this brand of oil is, never tried it, but it's new and I had to get some oil, so there you go, that's the oil. You take a bit of oil, quite a bit of oil, not too much, maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil, and you pop it at the bottom of the pan, in an empty pan like this. Let's remove all sharp objects during filming so that we don't get cut lit. And then you add, so you turn the cooker on super low heat, as in lowest possible flame, on a medium size, what's it called? Hob? Yeah, cool. And what was I saying? You warm up the oil, and then you take a bit of chili, a little bit of black pepper, and that's it, and you drop that into the oil, making sure that you're not frying the chili / pepper. You just want to warm it up. That's just a random theory I have. I'm assuming it's gonna work. I feel like frying it kind of burns it, and I don't like burnt chili, if that makes sense. Anyway, so then you warm that up for 2 minutes, and then you take that much of, what's it called? Leek or celery. I can't remember the difference. Porro in Italian. Wait, no, let me check this in the fridge. Hold on. I think it's leek. Yeah, I've got baby leeks here. So you take a finger, a bit, baby, that much of leek, chop it finely, and put it in the oil after you've done the chili and stuff for 2 minutes, and you should hear the leek sizzle, which is exactly what you want. You want it to go golden brown and no more, okay? Otherwise you'll burn it and it's kind of trash. Now let's take that off the pan. Sorry. And then what you do, you take carrots. Let me show you. Carrots about that big, okay? It doesn't have to be evenly chopped. You're making a ragù. I was saying ragù is based on, I think it's like a mince, right? Basically it's minced stuff, minced meat with stuff, which I've never tried obviously because I'm veggie. But yeah, basically what we're doing here is we're making the mince, veggie based mince, and then we're gonna add some lentils afterwards, which are already cooked from previous time. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, you add carrots, and then you take some, in this case, fine beans, which look like this. Anyway, you take some fine beans and you chop them quite, not too smallish enough that you don't necessarily get it in every mouthful, because I don't want, well, I don't know, I've just done it randomly, to be fair. You can do as small as you like or big as you like. I would suggest medium, small, smallish, tiny, whatever you like. You drop that in, and obviously you're stirring this every now and again, and then once you've done those for about 4 or 5 minutes, in which time they will have cooked very little, so it's not about cooking them, it's about softening the thingy and getting the chili kind of oil into the veg. Probably doesn't make sense, but yeah. I'm not a cook, so just go with it. And then you add some courgette, which is, as I've shown you, that size. You can, there you go, that size courgette, just like quarter courgette, and then dice it. And voila, that's the veggie base. And now you cook that for like 3 minutes, and then so you've cooked veggies for about 9 minutes, and then we're gonna add some tomato passata. Give me a sec. I will add that now, and then I will resume. Sorry. I hope the camera's the right way around, because I'm thinking if I flip around like this, you guys are gonna be upside down. Oh well. Anyway, so I've taken some passata. It's about half of a bottle of 690 grams, 700 grams. And I have added it to the, what do you call it? The veggies. So it looks something like that. I know it doesn't look like much. It isn't. I have a feeling, let's add a little bit more. To think people even have this, you know, like, what are they called? Bloody Marys. Like, if I just, I mean, I don't get the, like, why are Bloody Marys nice? I mean, tomato juice and vodka, yeah, and Tabasco sauce as well. People have that for brunch, breakfast, whatever it is. Disgusting. Anyway, I've taken off the veggies from off the heat for a little bit. Now I'm gonna add them back, because now they've got the tomato sauce. And we're gonna have to let this cook so then the veggies are nice and soft. And then we're gonna kind of not completely obliterate the veg, but like semi-obliterate the veg. So it's kind of like a mincy texture. You can do this, you don't have to. It's up to you. It depends what kind of sauce you're making. It can be a tomato sauce with veg pieces, and you can call it that. I'm gonna call mine Ragù, alla Risch, because yes. And yeah, we're also gonna add a little bit of oregano. Because I think good tomato sauce needs a little bit of oregano. Not always, granted, but yes, that's how it is for now. And I will be back with yous in a bit after this is cooked, because not much is gonna happen now. Yeah, I'm listening to some music while I cook, which is how you should always cook. So yes, there you go. I hope that's somewhat interesting so far. I know it's just been me talking about veggies and sauce and not much else, but it's that's the nature of my vlogs. It's got nothing. I don't know, nothing something. I don't know what the word is. So there you go. I shall be back shortly in like. Oh, it's boiling. Yeah, you wanna cook this for probably like 20 minutes at least. The first thing that's gonna go soft is your courgette, and then probably the beans, and then the carrots. If you're wondering why did I choose these veggies, because that's all I had in my fridge. So voila. I'm sure you can. I wouldn't recommend, I don't know, like aubergines, because aubergines have a very the skin isn't easily softened, so you might get like, I don't know, it kind of scratches my throat sometimes. It depends, but anyway, these will all kind of hopefully get very soft, and then yeah, you wanna cook the crap out of these to get them soft. Also, good thing about this, 4 of your 5 a day, and I've done 2 times each portion, so I've done whatever a portion is of each veggie, so that's 8 portions of veg right there. And yeah, that's an easy way to get your 5 a day crammed into one recipe. Pro life of a student. Anyway, that's gonna sit there for a bit, so ci sentiamo tra poco, and yeah. Righty, so we're back. Apologies in case this video is any different to before. I have no idea because I forgot that when you turn off your phone and you're recording and you've paused it, then it ends the recording because it thinks you've finished. Anyway, right, so what I did was, in the meantime, since it's actually been half an hour of cooking, 40 minutes almost, the veggies needed a bit more than I expected. So yeah, you need to cook this for a bit. I ended up putting the whole of the 700-gram jar of passata. I added salt, which I forgot to mention. And yes, now I'm gonna add the lentils. Actually, let me just check. So actually, this is what it looks like. Sorry. It's looking a lot more. Don't know if you can. Well, anyway, it should be cooked. It's not as soft as I was thinking, but I was thinking of doing, but that's okay. Actually, in retrospect, because it's not the nicest to have a slop, and I'm glad that it didn't turn into slop. The courgette, I think, is. Let's try it. Oops, that's gonna be hot. Courgette should be cooked. Sorry. I'm not convinced. Oh, that's quite a bit of chili. Oops. Okay, the carrot's cooked. I mean, veggies are all intact. That's kind of what matters. I mean, if you really want them soft, you can cook them another 10 minutes. I think this is quite fine. Let me just, hold on, I'm gonna pause the video so I can add the lentils. I need both hands for that, so just a second. Right, so I've added the lentils. Comme ça. These were just cooked in a bit of bay leaf. Bay leaf is sorry, I keep forgetting to center the camera. Bay leaf is a kind of spice-ish type thing that you use. Italians like to use it a lot, I think, for lentils. Anyway, as you can see, also, I mean, these are cooked from a previous time. So, if you're having to cook them completely, then you're gonna need to what's the word? Cook them properly before. I would suggest that you cook them completely before, and because some recipes call for almost fully cooking them, and that then you finish the cooking off in the tomato sauce or whatever sauce you're using. I wouldn't recommend that for this because the sauce is quite dry, and the lentils wouldn't absorb enough water to be cooked. So yeah. You add your cooked lentils in at the end. They can be cooked plain, they can be cooked with bay leaf, just a bit of salt. Yeah, it's not really much to it. And I don't know, I think it's looking quite good. I mean, I think that's the consistency you want. I'm not an expert, to be honest. So yeah. That's basically it, to be fair. Now you just cook some kind of pasta. I've got some fresh egg tagliatelle from the shops. And yeah, then you cook your pasta, and that's about it. You just add the sauce on top. If you wanna, I mean, you can. If it's looking too thick, you can, add a drop of, like a little, 20. What kind of measure do I use? Like a little coffee cup of water, and not too much, like that much. Where my fingers, you can't see that much. So it's like, I don't know, 30, 40 ml of water, and yeah, that should be fine. So voila, that is my ragù alla Risch. I know it doesn't look particularly wow, but as long as it tastes good, as long as it tastes good, as long as it tastes good, as long as it tastes good. There you go. That's what I say. And yeah, I'm just gonna let the lentils kind of absorb a bit of the sauce, to be fair, because I don't know, I feel like they need to marinate. Being the pro student chef that I am not, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. It turns out that this is gonna be a bit too much for 2 portions wise. So this is probably three portions, which is good. It was about 200 grams of beans, 160 grams of carrots, 1 courgette, which is probably like 160, 180 grams, 250-ish grams of cooked lentils, and 700 grams of passata, which you reduce to probably less, but I mean the nutrients of the passata are still in there, so it's just the water you've boiled away, basically. That's cooking. And yeah, so you know what, I'll try some. Hopefully it'll be okay. The beans actually look fine, but yeah, it's too much. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. It's quite good. You know what? You can even just have this with a bit of rice. That's not even a bad idea. I think this would be actually nice with rice, but I'm gonna have it with pasta because I've called it ragù alla Risch, and I think it's still valid as a veggie ragu, but it could also go with rice. Let's stick with it being a. You can put it on rice, you can put it on pasta, you can put it on couscous, you can put it. I don't know. I mean, if you dry it up a bit, you can have it as a side contorno kind of thing, you know, with some, I don't know, bread, and I have no idea, bread and cheese, or I don't know, just something easy that once you've cooked it, you're good for like 2 or 3 meals. And just take it out of the fridge, warm some up either in a pan or the microwave, and you're done. So yeah, but I will end it here because I'm groveling. Not groveling. What's the word? I'm just saying words now. So yeah, there you go. 7:30. So yeah, that took like 40-ish minutes to cook. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if you try it out. Let me know if you have an actual recipe for veggie ragu. You know, as always, if you haven't already, subscribe, give a thumbs up, and yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys are keeping happy, healthy, safe, and I will let you enjoy the rest of whatever time of day you're watching this right now. E ci sentiamo prossimamente. Psych. It's too good that I should actually show you what it looks like, what I'm eating. Okay, I know presentation wise, nothing special. It's just in a bowl with a bit of nothing on it, but get a load of this. Okay, the veg is perfect. Yeah, I mean, like, I know that doesn't look like much, but kapow, there you go. Anywho, yeah, I just wanted to add that in. I realized this video is gonna be like 15 minutes, but it's a food vlog, so you could eat while you're watching this, I guess, or you could have eaten while watching this. I don't know. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Anyway, there you go. Those were my egg tagliatelle, as in tagliatelle, fresh tagliatelle with just, yeah, with the ragu. I kind of take back what I said about the rice thing. I think this is perfectly suited for this. I'm quite proud of myself. I'm quite chuffed. I've got the rest transferred away. Ooh, hold up. The rest transferred away in there, and yeah, I think I'll freeze that because it's always good to have a steady, ready meal, or available for defrosting very quickly if you need anything. So yeah, voila. It turned out quite well. I'm very chuffed, and yes, do try it out. Like I said, let me know how it goes, and well, yeah. This time I'll probably say I will let you enjoy the rest of whatever time of day you're watching this right now, and yeah, buona visione, no, buon appetito, whatever you're doing next. Enjoy, and ci sentiamo prossimamente.